My eyes hurt.
Uh,
So I will forward now, since the audience can now hear me. I had an eye appointment literally about an hour ago, so I am going to be looking away from the screen as much as possible.
Oh boy.
So I am not ignoring you because of what you say. I'm ignoring you on base principle today.
okay.
Oh boy. So, the other thing I want to, oh, we got sound lag. Hold up, let me reset the thing again. But, yeah. So, why are we starting at 6 instead of 7? Like our normal time? So, for those who don't know, I started my job this week, and, that job requires me to get up at like 6:30 in the morning for that, and I work till 3. Basically, my sleep schedule is an absolute wreck right now, because it's more that I get super tired around 8 o'clock now. We'll see about tonight, how that goes, but I was kind of feeling it during Johnny's stream yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like getting really tired out early now. So, I'm trying 6 tonight, see how that goes. But yeah. Alright, why are we still having sound lag coming in? That's so weird.
Yeesh.
Twitch hates Fire Emblem, confirmed.
So it's a Smash fan.
Alright. Okay, here we go. So...
Bauta Desert. A place of somewhat relevance, but not really. But actually.
So I guess, we could get the discussion going on the, the state of play that just happened.
Yes, but actually no, because I wasn't there for that.
I didn't watch it yet. I didn't watch
I watched it mobilely, because I was getting dinner during
I was
that
driving.
time.
I don't think I was legally allowed to watch it.
The officer pulls you over. Hey, sir, you know you were on your phone, but the state of play. Free to go.
Like, it was a decent one, though at the same time, a lot of it was only because, like, it was updates on games that are already out, kind of deal.
Yeah.
At least, like, nice to have some update on Kena.
Yeah.
That's the name.
That was one of the highlights for me. I mean, the big highlight was obviously Final Fantasy VII. For that, I was not expecting, like, a Yuffie DLC or anything, so that was a pleasant surprise on that.
She looks perfect.
I just would have figured she would have been front-loaded for a remake, too.
Yeah. But I guess them Vincent are gonna be the big things for part 2.
Oh, they do show the art. Nice.
Ah! It's been a while since we've gotten art, honestly. Outside of...
It's pretty spattered, all things considered.
Carry the baby.
Baby.
Why, boy? But, yeah. No, okay. I wanna know, who else had that existential dread go up when they were just like, our last announcement is on a very popular game from 2020, and just like the dread rolling up, it's like, it's gonna be Last of Us 2, I swear to fucking God. I was happy to be proven wrong on that.
So in Ellawood's version here, we help with the shipping of Ninian and Ellawood, and in Hector's version, they have the shipping of Lynn and Hector. So you get your pick.
In a game where you can only have like 5 supports in the whole game. Oh my God! Look at that beard! Oh God!
Look at these two rad individuals.
Oh
That
yeah, you
blonde
did
girl
say there were gonna be a lot of rad people throughout this entire part.
I count a minimum of 3, maximum of 4.
Alright. Brandon, have they confirmed that it's gonna be PS5 exclusive on that? I mean,
I think so.
I wouldn't pull it past them, but I could also see them doing it for both. Well, Brandon, no. I wouldn't do NAC 2 for the Sony of Japan Council down. I would honestly rather do a good game that they did, like Gravity Rush, if I were...
A more universally appreciated game, I should
Yeah.
say.
that bums me out, man. About City
Aw.
of Japan.
I
Just
know
like
at least 3 people that are super into Gravity Rush, and they are very not happy right now.
Yeah.
well, it's because like honestly, the last time that PlayStation gave them any kind of marketing was for Knack. Which kind of says a lot.
Mhm.
And just kind of perpetuate the trait of, wow, there are really not many PlayStation franchises alive that I kind of care for anymore. And that makes me really sad.
Yeah.
Lone man in a field of bandits.
So
Quite entertaining because Lynn says, "Oh man, that poor guy, he's getting overwhelmed by numbers." Unfortunately, it's not this man here
Oh,
being
it's he.
overwhelmed with numbers.
These dudes.
Also, we have these unfortunate stereotypes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not incredibly happy that these guys stuck with Awakening and Fates.
Mm.
Don't they all have like similar names?
They're basically, I think, depending on the game, they all have names that are a bunch of puns or are basically rhymes.
Okay,
Also,
yeah, I think a few people can
Before you
promote
think-
now.
don't look too much with your people. Have a look at the map and see what we're dealing with.
Okay.
It's a desert map, right?
Mhm. Which means, since this is a GBA Fire Emblem game in
Oh,
the desert, that means there's items hidden in the sand.
Oh.
I saved us a fuck ton of problems and just got the list off the internet for Pat to reference, because I am not going to try and direct him to spaces specifically to find this shit.
Yeah.
Do I need thieves for this one, or?
Thieves will guarantee they pick it up when they land on the spot.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can just keep landing on the spaces and keep trying.
Okay, so...
Basically, doing it up to chance to get 100% luck on
I
it.
think let's just get both of the thieves in here for this one.
Mhm.
Where?
This is a desert map, which means flyers and magic users have the best move around. Everyone else is kind of screwed.
Marcus is probably gonna sit out for this one because he's not gonna be of much use, unfortunately.
Bye, Marcus.
Bye, Marcus.
He's done good work.
Definitely want my dancer in for this one.
Also, I would like to point out the map again, outside of just being a desert map.
Okay.
I think there's a few like mountains. I think.
I'm just getting my Pegasus. Where is Florida? There, yeah.
Don't forget, you can also bring in Heath if you want. So I don't believe. So this is the enemy horde you're dealing with so far. We also have some people sitting in the plains up north.
Okay. What about the map for?
Not entirely relevant yet because they don't spawn green units in until after you started the mission.
Oh.
So it's hard to really talk about, but gives you an idea of what you're dealing with. We've got some forts. There's a house to the south that you may want to visit.
Okay. Okay, and then
I'm skipping some. I'm skipping over it myself because I forget when things load on screens.
okay.
We'll wait until the map starts properly.
And Florian just got her upgrade. So no one in my immediate party can upgrade for this chapter, so let me just make sure everybody's got good equipment on them. Oh, hold up. Trade. Lynn, you get that off, and can Lucius use the sword yet? Yep, he can!
If you can. I don't know how much use it'll be in this map, because I don't think they're expecting a lot of status effects. But it's good to know in the future.
Anyone of
Where does that individual spawn in this version? Oh yeah, I forgot this. In Hector hard mode, this map is not only a desert map, it's also a fog of war map because the devs hated you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Real fast. I am gonna just restart the emulator because I'm still getting a bunch of sound lag. So I'm just gonna
That's quite annoying.
gonna do a hard reset on that. Yeah, why am I getting so much sound lag tonight? Oh my gosh.
Visual confusion.
I got to me. Close out some stuff. Okay, there we go. Alright. So...
You will want to... Nothing you can really do, but your first move for Ellawood once you start the map is going to have him start moving south.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're mostly just figuring where you want to get places. One of the two bosses does have an item that can be stolen. However, the bosses are not insignificant, so you'd want to plan around thief dropping.
Alright, and then,
And the map is in the Discord for where you're going to want people to go to get items.
Up. Okay. Alright,
Living this.
let's go.
All right.
Okay, go.
Yeah. Alright.
So before anything, take a look at the green unit.
Pen.
This is the Magic General Pent.
Oh. Oh.
He is the best mage that you can get in the game, with the exception of one.
Oh.
And in order to get the guidance chapter after this, you need to earn a certain amount of experience over the course of this chapter.
Oh.
So the map objective turns into, because they portray it as like, oh, you need to save Pent because he might be in trouble. The actual objective is to try and kill everything before Pent nukes the entire desert.
Okay. Alright. I hear ya. Alright.
Herb, we gotta save him
Put him in
We
the
need to
corner.
save these bandits from Pent.
by killing him. Wait.
Sophie, we have to put Pence in the corner.
I'm just thinking of the Hellsing Ultimate Bridge. It's like, oh, thank God we're saved. It's the Catholic Church. Oh no, we're doomed. It's the Catholic Church.
So yeah, typically the objective is get one of your flyers over to Pent, pick him up, and then just run over to the corner so he doesn't cause you trouble.
Pent, get your ass over here.
Pent, you're too good. We don't need you right now.
Actually, Oswin. Oh yeah.
God, that's always satisfying to just watch.
So yeah, I believe Pent, with the exception of the fact that this is how late in the game you get him, he is like right next to Marcus as one of the best units in the entire game.
Just want to see. Yes. Okay. So Lynn. Okay. I just want to see damage distances. Okay, yeah. Just go to town.
Kill it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, crit.
Yay!
Nice, Lynn.
Yeah, and there's also like, it's kind of like the reasons like, oh, none of your mages up to this point turned out well. Well, that's fine. You get Pent. You can pick up the slack for you.
You hear that? It's Urg slowly getting resorted to nothingness in the background.
What's even more embarrassing is Pent there is Urk's master.
Oh,
Say literally
Ripperoni,
gets
my
replaced by
man.
his master.
It's like, I'm sorry, Urk, but he's just so much better than you. Your growth rates don't mean anything. He's just good.
Okay, my flyers can go in, no problem now. Down here.
Have a javelin or something
Oh,
equipped so they can defend themselves.
Okay, javelin.
So yeah, beware of the bosses. They can move, and they are decently bulk. I think Jasmine there has the item you can steal. Yes.
The guiding ring.
The guiding ring.
Okay.
Whereas I think Paul up north, he just has like a killer axe.
Just a killer axe.
Yeah, which means he's actually way more terrifying because if he gets in close on you, he has a high crit chance.
Okay, hold on. Let me find him again. Where is he at? Okay, that dude.
Paul will be up there. Jasmine, who's closer to your end to them, is the one that you want to try and get a thief to. However, you don't want to leave a thief nearby because, well, Jasmine hits quite hard. So you typically want to have them run up, steal, and then have someone fly in and get them out of there.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Pent has zero fears here. Especially when he has a decent crit chance. I don't think he has S rank on his tomes, but he...
Yeah, he has A
I think
rank.
he's hitting an A. Yeah, so...
Oh my god!
Call the police.
Yeah.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Ma, get the camera!
Someone please draw that.
Photoshop Pent's portrait on top of him.
Yeah.
Just Photoshop on that old guy.
What's even funnier is that Pent is just inconvenienced when they show up. It's like, we're gonna rob you. He's like, God damn it, I don't have time for this.
No,
I
it
was
is
busy
I who
doing
is
some
robbing you.
archaeology." Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
Stop! You already got enough kills!
Pent
Alright.
is like, I really don't
All
want
right,
to
rad
fight.
dude number
fight.
3.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
it's him.
He just comes out. Hi.
Have your Pegasus's rescue drop him closer to Ellawood. No, not Ellawood.
No, oh.
Pat.
Because he loses his turn.
Yeah, he loses his turn when you do that.
Shit. Wait, hold on. If I reset at the beginning of this turn, then...
This may still go through.
If you want to try.
We'll try it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't commit to... I don't think I committed to it, so...
Let's see.
Shit.
Nope.
Ah.
This franchise is quite aggressive with their backtracking nature. Alright, well, just put him down next to him. So, have her be like...
Like here?
One
Yeah.
one more to the right. And then anyone could pick him off the Pegasus back and then drop him next to Hawkeye.
I know he's a rad guy, but God, can he never leave me the fuck alone, heroes?
Oh yeah, Hawkeye's
Who?
everywhere in Heroes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Wolfbeal will be able to... Yeah, Wolfbeal can one-hit KO. Also, while we're at it, you might as well check out what Hawkeye's dealing with after this level up.
Yeah.
And that was
Not
decent.
It's appreciated.
Hey!
Ooh,
that's
that's
more.
very
That's
appreciated.
more appreciated.
Alright, so yeah.
Alright.
Hawkeye here.
Woo!
He's a berserker. And he is no slouch himself.
Oh
Yeah.
boy!
Hey, remember when I was
Oh,
talking
man.
about your axe users kind of not mattering? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got Hector, and he's pretty good. But also, you just get a free promoted axe user right there. Flash Trickster, I see you've asked the question a couple times. You don't need to spam it, but I will ask it now. Pat, do you know about Omori?
Amari, yes, I know.
There you go.
I'm in the Nico B kind of circle, so yeah, I know.
It looks. So far, it's been pretty nice.
I think it's pretty neat.
So yeah, objective 1 would absolutely try and get your flyers over to Pent to pick him up. There will be some enemy reinforcements spawning from the forts in this chapter, as well as the far left of the map.
Alright.
So Yeah, you just gotta be fast because also this is a route the enemy mission. So if Pent does the routing for you, then well, you're out of luck.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that the bosses stay alive for right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Knos could actually heal up Matthew since he
That
took a
was the
hit.
plan.
Nice.
Hwah!
Who
Oh!
needs hands when you got magic? I don't quite remember the amount of EXP necessary for getting the Gaiden chapter.
Gonna find out.
I can look it up. I think I have the page still here. Yeah.
How do you search for the item, by the way?
You just end your turn on top of it. And then for everyone that's not a thief, you have an RNG chance of getting it. If you have a thief, it's guaranteed. These guys really hate Matthew.
Yeah, God. It's like he's a really underleveled unit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't the whole item searching worse than FE6?
My God.
I mean, the chapter is worse than FE6 because it's guaranteed fog of war no matter what.
Okay. Who are you?
The defender of this desert.
Okay.
And now he's on your team.
Huh.
Now, before you have him ruining
boy.
everyone's day, I want you to have Hawkeye specifically go into that house.
Okay.
There'll be content for later.
Wait, no.
Chris Clark, thank you for the raid.
Oh, hey, Chris, how's it going?
Oh,
Hey!
Okay, so let's get Florina.
There is a wyvern there that she can probably deal with, but yeah. Oh yeah, Pent shows no mercy.
Burn!
All right, Pat, that is the ocean seal that can only promote pirates.
Oh. So, not very
And it's
useful.
also,
honestly,
like-
though.
It's also worth like, it has a net value of like 10k.
Whew, okay.
So you can sell it for a pretty penny. But if you're playing a ranked run, you cannot sell that because you lose 5k in net profit. So that's why it's like a issue where it's like people's like, do I use Dart? He's really good. He becomes a berserker when he promotes, so he can do some damn good damage. But I lose a shit ton of money for it. Which is why Hawkeye is thankfully here, because he can fill in the spot. Yeah, and they somewhat fixed the issue with the Ocean Seal in FE8 because it becomes an item that can also promote thieves.
So I forget real quick. What's increase their defense?
Increases defense and resistance for a turn.
Okay. Just need
So
to
she can either refresh someone or she can give them extra stats. However, I don't think moving them into Jasmine's range would be a good idea because again, Jasmine's not fooling around.
Yeah. I'll keep hold on. How much closer can I?
The real dangerous thing actually is if you look at Jasmine's stats.
Yeah, because I want to put Matthew into there and then get Linen.
But move over to the weapon ranks. Yeah, has an A support with Paul.
Oh.
Which means if they get within range of each other, they get support bonuses,
Oh,
and they
fuck.
become even more dangerous.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta take care of
So-
them pronto.
You just don't want them to get close by each other, which is actually a great little bit of storytelling, and also just a great feature of like, yeah, no, enemies also have supports. Florina probably shouldn't have had an iron
Yeah.
sword, but hey,
wait,
if
you're
this
telling
guy
me
is in range of Pent, which I don't think it is, unfortunately, he would go after it and murder him. But he's gonna go after that one instead.
Someone almost stands up to the power of Pet.
Yeah. Wyverns are
Wait,
bulky.
Stefan, you're telling me that that enemies can actually be nice with each other?
Crazy, I know.
People have relationships?
Wait, that's illegal.
Oh god, there's like no good way for Matthew to get in on this one.
Mhm. You definitely want
Yeah,
to
that's the issue.
Florine or Fiora or Florina. Well, Florina's dealing with helping with Pent, so getting one of them nearby to be able to rescue Drop is your best bet. Does Matthew? Can Matthew make it to Jasmine?
Yes. No.
No. So he has to get risk a turn in Jasmine's hand axe rain at the very least.
Hmm.
Because either you do that and he moves in and then does the steal, and then one of your Pegasus Knights grabs him and gets stuck inside of Jasmine's
What if
range.
I throw an Oswig?
Or Matt.
What if I can get
Oswig could probably help out, especially if he has his axe equipped.
Yeah. So hold up. Let me making sure that's out of range. Yeah, he should be good there. Let me do that. Move him down as much as I can. Then dance him.
Make sure he has an axe equipped. All right. Now, that's. Do you like references?
Who are you?
Okay.
And that was the FE6 Dragon Lolly.
Yep. I was like, wait a sec, this isn't the right game.
Shh, we're not supposed to know you yet.
Yeah, Florina would win this encounter.
Wait, actually, hold up.
You can also do that.
No, that won't kill, though.
Yeah,
wait,
well,
actually-
she doubles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
That's-
Sorry, I misread that.
Unless 7% chance kicks in.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hey,
What's
Jason.
But Discord crashed. But it rebooted so quickly, and it shows that I was still in another call, even though I wasn't. I was still considered out of the call by Discord standards.
Strange.
So I was saying I was saying the menu twice. I just like,
Careful,
can I
Pat.
enter another
Careful.
call? And the answer is yes. So how are you guys?
Doing alright.
Yeah.
I am really close to finishing 13 Sentinels.
Nice.
I
I'd
noticed.
recommend getting Fiora closer into range of where Jasmine is, so she can scoop up someone if necessary.
Listen, Sophie, this is a reference to that giant that I put in the
Yeah.
Literally, one character with H, the other 1999 with just M's.
Yeah. I can just spoil
Good job.
and a spoiler-free screen cap that entire thing.
It's actually really good, yeah.
Ah!
Oh, Brandon, I yell at you because
Well then.
you
Move fast, Pat.
We gotta move. Can anybody talk to him, or does it have to be...
Oh no, you can't recruit him. You have to get him into someone's pocket.
Wait, what do you mean?
You can't.
He cannot stop, and he cannot be recruited this chapter.
Oh.
Will not stop.
He's
You
gonna
stop
stay
him by removing him from the board.
So I gotta rescue him?
You gotta rescue him.
Okay.
He out of nowhere, Pegasus Knight just comes in and scoops Pet like, wait, what?
I don't know you, and this is crazy. What's the most important items in this map? There's a hero's crest, and a body ring, I think, are the most important things we want to get.
Okay. What about Phila's, there's Eclipse, Phila's Might, Body Ring, Light Brand, and Hero's Crest.
Before Oswin attacks, have Matthew come in for the steal.
Well, that's the thing.
Okay, so yeah. Have
I just need.
we don't want to kill the boss yet.
Yeah, that's it. Will only
It's
put
not gonna kill,
into.
it's not-
It will only put into 16. So.
True.
If
okay.
it hits. Nice.
Nice.
Brandon, why was I yelling at you last night? No, because I have my Twitch stream up because I was streaming 13 Sentinels to Sophie ED, and I was, and you into the chat. I just like, no, get out of here. Spoilers are
Wait, wait. Oh, is he not fast enough?
Motherfucker!
You need Legault.
God!
Oh no!
Oh.
Have shit.
Fuck.
Do we just want chapter
Got you,
reset on this?
You can absolutely do that now that you have some better hindsight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna chapter. We're gonna chapter. Whoa! We're in it now.
Really
Thanks,
not.
Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Yo.
Hey!
Everybody raiding tonight. Oh my gosh.
White
Probably
the
from State of
white.
Play.
Okay.
What the what? Okay, what?
Oh.
What went down during
Alright.
some night?
What's the tag? What's the tag?
Oh, white the white.
White the white?
White the white.
What went down?
PS5 be like.
Well, Blue
Life.
Dino, we already got the ocean seal, but we are missing like half the items, and one boss and half the map was already dead.
Oh yeah, FE7.
Yep.
Also, how dare you leak the chat that's sacred? No one can know about Sonic Adventure 13. That's the fake Sonic game that's coming out later.
Apparently, there was a Dirge of Cerberus character with that name.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, Vice the White. Okay, yeah.
Ah,
That stupid thing.
okay. So yeah,
Everybody is like-
right now we're just in FE7. We gotta, our big goal for this mission is we gotta stop this dude in the middle from slaughtering literally everybody in this desert while we go for items.
got-
So
Yeah, we need to do treasure hunting, and this man cannot be stopped. I mean, he can be stopped, but
not by mortal means.
Yeah.
For a second, I heard moral means. I'm like, what do you mean?
so yeah.
Pence is powerful.
Get Ellawood for got Ellawood moved. So yeah, we need to keep Legault closer to Jasmine than while Matthew runs around.
Yeah.
Pence Pence literally going like, I was just treasure hunting and these guys tried to rob me. And I took that personally.
I just for the hashtag I just want like Eliwood, Lynn, and Hector just come up to like, what do you got there? And it's just like all the dead bodies right by Ben's Slurpee.
All the EXP he stole from them.
Slurpee.
You want to talk about pre-promote stealing experience? Don't point your finger at Marcus. Point it at Ped, because Ped's actually stealing experience that goes nowhere.
Give him these hands.
What hands?
The hands are underneath that cloak, methinks. Alright.
No, Roxas.
No. He's Urk's master, and Urk is about to get replaced big time.
Mark is about to get benched.
That was a very long Twitch link, but that's fine. So yeah, start having some people moving diagonally so they're closer to Pen. I believe in Hector mode, Pent's actually further away, which makes it a bit more annoying to try and get him. Yeah, it's not as good as the last one we had.
I like that though.
That was inevitable, really.
Get that crit again. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Speed, alright.
Fine. Lynn could always use more defense stat. So I don't know how smart it would be to bait out Jasmine sooner.
Now we just see the stomp. My god.
Just because a monk is strong in his faith doesn't mean he's gonna not do crimes. What if the god is a vengeful god and is totally cool with it?
That kind of just sounds like Marianne, whatever. If you just fucking get her all beefed up and face and reason.
Alright, Lucius, what do you
What you
got?
got for Lucius?
Alright.
It's fine.
Yoink! Ah!
Yeah, unfortunately weighs her down. That's why he attacked her. So who's... Okay. At least he's going away from bosses. That's all we can ask for. So yeah, if the other Pegasus... Well, yeah, no. We can just wait. Have them do their job. Make their rush towards our boy.
Okay, just gonna make sure.
She might be like just in the range, so she has to be careful. Yeah,
If I put him like
you
here.
could try having the ball bait him out.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can freely attack the mage. I believe he needs a wolf bale to die in one hit.
Nah, not even that.
Okay.
Okay, so Lynn.
That one got a stat level up, I suppose. Oh no, Hector didn't get his strength up. That's what happened.
Boom.
Fun to make references, but let's not go nuts, guys.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, Knos being ready to help kill Jasmine wouldn't be a bad idea. Just gotta be careful if you bait him out with the get him into his hand axe, because that means everyone has to fight him.
You want to see a man's soul get crushed?
Don't think Hector has a hand axe equipped.
No, Johnny
Yoink.
just posted his clip to the
job,
reaction
Lachlan.
of the dirge guy. Let me see this.
I think Pent might go for that armor knight.
You already see me
Uh-oh,
right
uh-oh, uh-oh.
now. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to see me wreck a red unit? You want me to see it do it again?
I would like you not to do that right now, because I need to get some experience here.
Or it's like one move.
Okay, come on! Yes!
Yeah, the Galt is fast enough.
Going.
And you
Hi.
can actually pick him up with Oswin.
This is mine now!
Okay, now let's see where Jasmine moves, because he might be able to move more because there's real land nearby, so yeah.
Real land.
Okay, actually, hold on.
Make sure Jasmine can't
Wait,
get.
hold on.
Hold on,
Is
hold on. Real fast. Let's get.
Does
See
Hector
here.
have a healing item? He might want it.
Yeah, because he's like on urge of death.
I almost
Yeah.
forgot.
Is he in Jasmine's range? Now he isn't.
Here.
Lord Hector, the fuck?
Okay.
Bruh.
Then.
Oh, Lordy Hector.
So should Pat just get...
Don't bother going to the house. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
in the
say.
reference now. There's no reward for doing it, so there's no reason to.
It's just, hey, look, reference.
Let me check
Reference.
the map again. So the ones that we really want are that Ocean Seal for the money, and then the Body Ring. What's the other one?
The body ring is another important one. There's also a hero's crest in here, so that would be another way to promote our Myrmidons, fighters, and what have you. Like, we can go for everything, but it's just the priority was the stuff that either promotes or the body ring, which increases a character's constitution, which means they can rescue more people and not get weighed down by as many weapons.
Ooh. That sounds good.
He is off the field now.
All right, now we need to get him the fuck out.
You wait here.
Do be careful though, because that wyvern will probably go for Fiora, and she will be weighed down by that mage.
Alright, I'll
And ironically, the mage that she is carrying is her boss.
Let me just check your rage. Okay. Biggie up here.
Yeah, better accuracy and might double now that Osmond's
Uh-oh.
carrying him. Yeah. That's the danger.
Okay.
I hope this can't double. Thank God. Yeah, stop. Fiora has a similar problem as Ella would, where she can really get RNG screwed.
Okay.
Thank God that killed, because that could have been worse.
That could have been really bad.
Okay,
Okay.
so we want Oswin to book it and drop Legault off.
Yeah.
So yeah, just full range away and drop him. Let's see where Jasmine moves.
Okay.
All right,
Time for some killing.
be careful. Okay, he's using the steel axe. That's good.
Need my Nosferatu 11, but it's a lot lower percent.
Hector with a hand axe. Yeah, we're working with a lot of low numbers here because this is a boss. What's Lynn looking like? She might take some serious damage if she gets hit, but what's she looking like if she goes in?
9 on that.
Manikati would be better stats.
Yeah. 12.
This isn't bad, actually. That's a good starting gambit.
Wait, hold on. Actually, hold on. Because I think, because we do have a dance through here.
Mm-hmm.
So what? I think, let's, because he can't hit us at all. Let's flux him, first. Get a little, let's get our long range options first, and then let's have Lynn go in.
Since she's guaranteed damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
If we get one more, it should be enough for Lynn to go in for the kill.
Oh, wait, hold on.
She has she does 12 damage with the Manikati.
Okay, yeah.
And has a decent crit chance.
Alright. Yes!
And she got it.
Yeah.
Let's go, Lynn!
All right, crisis averted.
Good
Now we can
job,
start treasure
Lynn.
hunting in peace.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
And
Yay.
good
So
level up.
it's
It's not bad.
So the boss won't move from their position.
Paul will only move if someone gets in their range, and if he
Okay.
gets low health, he will try to heal on a fort. But otherwise, that's all they're dealing with.
Alright.
First off.
You can also absolutely have a Fiora fly over to Hawkeye and pass Pent over to him. And get a drive-by healing.
Yeah. Don't drop him. Oh wait, no.
Either works. You could drop him and then Hawkeye will walk over and pick him up.
Yeah.
I don't know if Pent will move on his own, if he will actively seek out enemies or only people in his range, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
I do believe Hawkeye can talk to Pent, but that would eat up his turn. Oh no, not this time. Am I thinking Hector mode, or am I just thinking they should talk but they don't?
Oh wait, I already got it. Shit.
You already got the item?
Yeah. Gotta see my map
You
again.
must have missed it.
So yeah, the body ring's the other one that we need. So
Yes, I have warned Pat plenty of times about Paul.
yep.
Paul.
Jasmine's a real fear because you're the one trying to steal it from him, and he also has the 2-range weapon. But yeah, no, Paul's quite more terrifying because that killer axe.
If you had a
You
good
want-
run.
Just enough to kill if this didn't have slightly better speed. So yeah, we can just I forget how long reinforcements show up for. I can check. So reinforcements continue until turn 8. So by that point, all the reinforcements will have been dried out, and then you can just freely treasure hunt as you wish. You can certainly also use your Pegasus Knights to rescue drop your thieves closer to places.
Oh yeah, true.
The power of utility!
Then I'm gonna get food.
There is another wyvern showing up, but Lucius will take care of it assuredly.
Okay, that's a spot where it's good. Just making sure that's out of its range. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. We visited the house in our first attempt at this map.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, RNG didn't go our way, and Pent was murdering everyone, so we wanted to reset so we could get more items out of it.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, Hawkeye is one of the few characters in this game that actually has a connection to a character in the game before this, and that is his daughter, who at that time is the new protector of the Navita Desert.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty
I
neat.
think
She's a
I know.
pre-promoted she's a pre-promoted sniper, so her utility is a bit more limited, but she can kick ass when you need her to.
Was she the one with the tan skin?
Yes.
Okay, then I know who it is. Yeah.
I think a different name is Ingrid.
Let me see.
Alright. Hey.
Sophia isn't in this map, is she? Or
I
are you
don't know,
talking-
am
or are
I?
you- Or Daniel, are you talking about later on in the game?
I don't know. Am I?
Yeah, it is in green. At least I think that's how you say her name.
Yeah.
Ingren. I think is how you do it.
That just reminds me of a funny post I saw. But fucking, it was
Yeah,
the
that's what I
face
thought,
when you
kinda.
capture it. I'm not, oh god, I'm gonna have to look for this post, but it was a post where it was the FE fates where you capture enemy units and you get them to become your allies, basically disposable units.
Mhm.
And one of the random generic names was Ingrid.
Okay.
You pull from a big list. Man, I wish the fates went more into the thieving, into the capture systems.
Yeah.
More interesting units that aren't either the named bosses, of which there are like 5, and
Yeah.
more people like the rallymen of Conquest. Like, hello, I am an arms master. I have every rally skill in the game. I still remember the boss in Forrest's recruitment chapter, where not only is he the guy that people confuse Arthur for in Percy's recruitment chapter, but also that is some high fucking praise because I believe his name's Gazak, in reference to a character from FE 4 or 5, or maybe one of the Marth games. But the dude is like the best fighter in the entire game. Like he's stronger than Arthur could ever be.
Yeah, yeah.
So whenever people do like their lunatic runs, they're like, I need to recruit this unit because he's the best one who's ever going to show up that isn't a crown prince.
Alright, so the body ring is...
Yeah, it was Marth game. My memory is pretty poor for Marth games, but yeah, it is a reference to Kazakin, who's like a nobody in the original Marth games. Unless you're playing on the hardest difficulty of the remakes, in which case they inflated his stats to be so ridiculous that it's actually stupid and not fun. Yeah, hard mode 5, like they just, because the hard modes are just inflated stats with Shadow Dragon. It's like you come up here, it's like, what's his stats like? Oh, stupid.
Oh, fuck this!
So
And it's
far,
at a point in the
I've
game where
seen.
you don't have enough options to properly try and play around it, so it's just a grind game that's miserable.
Yeah, I've seen and heard.
Yeah, if you check out Mecha's top 10 worst Fire Emblem bosses, like that's that's like multiple members of the list, which is like, hey, this dude is like one of the first bosses in the game. Should be a joke, but they didn't really play test what would happen if you inflate the numbers, so now he's one of the hardest ones.
Yay.
Yeah.
So, with the other items on here, Hero's Crest I know.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh!
Crit.
Good job.
Damn.
Thanos.
Yeah, that was kind of a sick look of the animation on that one. Now,
Yeah.
for the other ones, what is a light brand?
Oh, you're correcting, you're answering for Sky Knight. I apologize for that, Crazy. I didn't see the rest of the list.
So with the other items, Eclipse, is a dark magic that looks like...
I believe it's a long-range tome that has someone's HP.
Alright,
or brings it down to
I
one.
can get both
Forget
of
which
those
one.
since I'm right here. And then, you know, Hero's Crest, don't have much use for it right now. I already have like 3 in the background, I think.
If you're not going to use it, it's also free money.
Yeah, and then, what is the light brand?
It's the magic sword. It sucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sell it for
yeah,
money?
don't.
I mean, might as well keep it, but it's just like its utility is very limited because I know in FE6, I believe it's just flat 10 damage. I don't remember if it's like it in this game. But it's just like, there's no magic stat for your melee units, which means you have the base damage of the weapon, and it sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It does count as light magic, so it does have effective damage against dark magic, but it's just so poor for anyone that's actually going to use it. And if I remember right, you don't you lose your crit. You don't have a crit rate if you use it at 2 range, so you just have that poor long range damage. Because I remember going back to like the worst. Oh, there is. Is that applicable in this game, Crazy? Because I know they change systems all the time. Okay, so is this game they changed it, because in FE10 it was like the flat damage of the weapon. Not FE10, Christ. In FE6 it was the flat 10 damage of the weapon. This game they added the inherent magic stat, but it's still pretty poor because you don't get to really use enough of the utility, and there's only one in Hollywood's mode, so it's hard to make use of it for long term.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Sacred Stones they throw a bit more of them at you, so it's a bit more useful.
Yoink!
Blink.
Yeah, we're winding down on this chapter.
Yep.
I don't think it's a bad chapter. It's just unfortunate when you get RNG screwed either by Pen being too good or surprisingly bad.
Yeah. I like his little, like, 2-frame touchback.
Whoosh. So I went up and checked out some pen art, and the funny thing is, his base is not in Heroes, but he's got like a wedding.
wedding. yeah, that was the fact that like me and a lot of people joke. It's like, wow, they keep adding people for wedding, but not the actual base version. Charlotte is still in the wedding dress, and she has not gotten a normal version to this day.
Look at this suave man with his bottle of wine.
Okay.
Let me see something. Let me see when Heroes came out.
Alright, so I can
Be right
easily...
back. But yeah, once you collect items, you can kill the boss.
Okay, so I looked it up. Yeah, Heroes came out in 2017. It's been 2017 and Charlotte's been stuck in that dress.
Yep. It's fine. The dress is fine.
Alright. Start making our wall.
Yep. Hmm.
Alright. And just making sure you can't hit him good. Alright. Then you heal him up.
I'm back.
Alright, just got one more item to steal and then we are done with this mission.
Alrighty. We can finally release the pent.
Should I put him like over here? Yeah.
He just looks at the last guy and just starts booking for him.
Hidden items is a novel thing, but it's just annoying, really.
Oh!
Well, All that progress lost to time. You gotta be careful.
Oh.
So I hope you guys didn't like progress this week.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this because this is probably this chapter's probably the closest we're gonna get for completion. I'm guessing.
Oh my.
The next chapter isn't terrible, but yeah, no, this is definitely eating up a lot of time.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Didn't check those corners.
And this is what people. You see, this is why casual mode and divine pulses are usually a blessing for modern Fire Emblem.
Mega Master, why would we turn off the animations? We already have most of them off.
Yeah.
Well, oh no, he's saying like turn them off so we can speed through this chapter faster. That's not a bad idea, honestly. That would save some time.
For this chapter, yeah, let's do that.
We've done this too. This is our third attempt now, so yeah, no, that's fair. I wasn't thinking straight. Sorry about that, Mega Master.
This goddamn desert chapter.
It'd be nice to have the Gaiden chapter. I'm definitely like the aim is to get like as much of the content out of this game as we can. Unfortunately, the support side of it is harder to do because you'd have to plan around certain characters being with each other long enough to get their supports out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Desert chapters are never fun. They've never been fun. I think Echoes is probably, well, Gaiden in general is probably the worst.
Yeah.
Especially since there's like an entire chapter that's just dedicated to like, here's a bunch of desert maps, and everyone's just like, no.
Just the penultimate desert chapter to get a certain person. It's like.
I find one of the worst ones. It's just you have to go into a fort, and it's just like there's only one entrance.
That one. That's the one.
Yeah, I've heard and seen it. No, here's the thing: they put that map in Heroes, and it still sucks. No, I think in Heroes they basically made it on purpose. There was a wall you can destroy because they know the one entrance sucks.
Well, it's even worse in Echoes because one of the chapters, it's like you have to get into this chapter and the only gotta get into that fort, and everyone has a bow. Now, the way the original Gaiden worked is you would only have effective damage against flyers if you physically had a bow item in your inventory. Otherwise, you're just using like a default brass bow for the sake of a comparison. But in Echoes, they're like, okay, everyone has an item in their inventory now, which means you no longer can just rely on your archers or your Pegasus Knights being able to just tank it all.
And mages are, and it's a mostly mage party, so and mages are usually the least movement. So.
Oh yeah, no, bow users are pretty incredible in Echoes, which is great to have them on your side, but it's just annoying to have to fight a whole bunch of them.
I feel like I can solo maps when I made Cliff my archer, because by endgame he's nasty.
Mm-hmm. There's some great skills that are easily abused. There's even just the natural range that comes with it, because I think that game you had 3 range is the maximum. I forget if some promoted units could get to 5, or if that's just an FE 3 houses thing. But yeah, no, like that kind of range, and they still had the one range, so they could defend themselves even if someone tried to attack them close up. So like, archers were like the best units in the game. And they also still had the promotion to the mounted form, which means that they could also move across the map while attacking at 3 range. Gaiden is a trip.
Yeah.
That was still a level up, by the way.
Yeah, no, I knew. I could tell. Yeah, It's great to have that massive range, but it sucks to have to deal with it. There's one chapter in Gaiden where it's just like, you have to take this fort. Most of the enemies are bow knights, and it's just like, shit. I'm getting free pot shots on everyone. Hector's in range of that mage, so be careful.
Alright, I just needed him to do a rescue because I just realized I put Lynn in range of Jasmine.
Yeah.
Alright.
Gak is trending because you know why.
Jasmine went the...
He went the opposite way. Hmm.
Yeah. Ganos was in range, and he has lower defense. Oh yeah, no, the maps are absolutely the worst part about Gaiden. The fact that they decided to stay truthful to it was probably one of the worst decisions they could have made for the remake.
It's like Gaiden is like Echoes is a great remake. Too accurate of a remake sometimes though.
Like, I wouldn't go so far to call either of them bad games. I know some people like to, but it's just like, they're archaic, absolutely, but the map design is absolutely one of the worst parts. And if you get into the real slog of it, then yeah, no, I can see why people would really dislike the game.
I think we got reset again.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Oh boy.
What a great stream.
This is the exact thing I want to do after work. Oh my god.
Echo, yeah, I think Echoes is a really interesting game to play, but it's just like the maps are a hell of a sticking point. Oh, it's not a crash; it's just poor development of the map.
This is why divine pulses are such blessings for modern Fire Emblem.
It is appreciated when you aren't going hardcore with it. Yeah, make sure you turn off the animation so we can speed through this faster. Yeah, I do not begrudge anyone for using save states too often with you can also just turn animations off without going into the individual things.
Oh, okay.
For next time. I mean, hell, even when Mecha was doing some of his playthroughs, like, he would save state all the time because it's like, I know the map. You guys know I know this map. I'm just gonna make sure so we can just skip past a lot of the bullshit so we can get to the more interesting stuff for you guys to watch. It's like, yeah, no, we're fine with this.
Yeah.
So, anything interesting to talk about?
I mean, we've already gone over the Sony Direct earlier. I did find it kind of weird that they had such a long segment for Crash 4. Like, I get it, but also it's like, the game, like, okay, the patch is just like higher frame rate, stuff like that. We all kind of knew that already, so.
Oh, can we talk about how Nickelodeon just did a whole like show dump?
Oh
yesterday?
yeah, we were talking about it on Johnny's stream. I'm kind of hesitant when it comes to the Avatar Studio thing, just considering how much they have screwed over Avatar in the past. Like, the wounds from Korra are still very deep, so, you know.
And not to mention the Netflix show coming
Oh,
up.
God. So,
I don't have any incredible hope for the Pokemon thing, but I'm still interested to see what shows up.
I have my bag of popcorn ready, just in case. Because I am totally ready for everybody to psych them up for Gen 4 remix, and then it doesn't happen.
They're kind of setting themselves up for failure, but yeah. Kind of agree with my friend Martin in another server. It's just like, kind of don't want any more remakes. Just
I want a game. I want a game that everybody really likes, like more than anything, you know.
Yeah, like instead of spending a dev cycle on a remake, let's spend a dev cycle on a new, all that on a new game.
Because even then, like Pokemon, like the Ruby and Sapphire remakes are like very. No, it's not a
Fair.
clear consensus if people actually like it or not. You know, I hear. I played it. I wasn't that impressive. Wasn't that impressed by it. So. Yeah, I'm wondering why Ratchet didn't show up for the State of Play.
They specifically mentioned that he's not showing up, so I'm like, okay, I'm just more like, can we get something new?
Again,
soon,
it makes me
please?
it makes me really worried that that game is going to be a lot shorter than they're leading on, kind of deal. You know?
It was more than the Frontier stuff, Dino, but that's getting into much more specifics than I could really say. I think really the big thing with those people is like they tend to want the remakes to be a form of a definitive edition, and it just didn't in a lot of capacities.
Not
So
like
a lot of people were let down in that sense.
I think it's also that the game feels significantly slower than Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. To me personally, because God, it feels like I could be on the 6th gym by the time I'm at the 4th gym, kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. Can certainly say it's likely a situation of people just wanting more out of it than what they got.
Lex.
I think it depends on the remakes, because like with the last Pokemon remakes, they almost always were like the best version of the game that you had gotten before, which is why people expected that much more out of the Ruby and Sapphire remakes. But like for like other series, yeah, it's hard to expect a remake to be such an exponential thing better than the last one.
Yeah.
Especially with like how Final Fantasy is doing it, where FF7 is a reboot cool.
Reboot. I like that name, Rebookle.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I use it all the time for any movies where it's like, this is a sequel, but it's so much like the old one that it might as well be a reboot. Like Tron Legacy's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Star Wars Episode 7's a lot like that, and stuff like that.
I am adding that
it is
to
a sequel, but they might as well have remade the movie.
I am adding that to my script vocabulary, Rebookle.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've used it before, but I guess it just never stuck.
I don't know. I don't think you've used that around me. He kind of.
I don't
It's quite
recall you
possible.
ever. Yeah.
But yeah, the Delta episode was also kind of split for some people. I know Alexandra wasn't a big fan. I definitely felt it was a bit awkwardly paced, but it was nice to have a definitive way. Have a nice big build up to Rayquaza, since he was always kind of just a side element in the past games. And
Yeah.
also have Deoxys be added to the game properly. Like, if we were ever to get remakes for Generation 4, the most I would want is some more expanding on characters, and also to take all the mythic Pokemon and just integrate them into the game. That's all I want. And frankly, they were doing that kind of stuff already with the re-releases of Gold, Silver, and Crystal on the Virtual Console. Or for the, yeah, I guess that is still Virtual Console. So it's like, yeah, I'm fine with just them re-releasing the games and just making everything available to us. Like, I don't have a problem with that kind of approach.
Ugh. Ah! That's a whole lot of death.
I'm just checking. I'm just checking the Promise Neverland page, and everybody's like, "Oh, thank God, a good episode for once."
Okay.
I can see them trying to square away some of Giratina's stuff. If they were to do it, especially if they want to keep the two versions. Man, I've always just been in the weird place with Gen 4s, like, because of Platinum version, I've never really seen much of a reason to remake that generation.
Yeah.
The Platinum is, for all intents and purposes, barring the elements with the mythic Pokemon perfect, in my opinion. I can go back to it and enjoy it any time.
For me, my biggest problem always with Platinum is just the pacing, both for kind of how you travel the region and just the battles. Battles are really slow in Gen 4.
They definitely sped them up a bit with Platinum. Like, Platinum definitely is almost, like, it's... Like, if Glacier is what you would use to refer to Diamond and Pearl, Platinum is at least a brisk swim. Also, yeah, like, Gen 4 is the one where they introduce a lot more of the modern element stuff, so it's not like the gameplay itself is dated as much as Gen 1 or 2. And Gen 4 is absolutely, like, my second favorite generation next to Gen 5, so it's like I have no major needs for it to get updated.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels like Gen 4 is kind of the one that's like one of the gens that just doesn't need as much, and not bad of a
Yeah,
level.
it's at that nice point in time.
Yeah.
Also, have fun with that, Crazy. I say somewhat sympathetically because I did not enjoy Babe's Labyrinth. It wasn't that it was too hard, it was just there was too much tedium to it, in my opinion. So by the time I got like to the second half of the labyrinth, I was just skipping enemy encounters to get to the boss because I just didn't care. I think Babe's Labyrinth is very neat, but I just didn't care. It just became such a drag. Hell, I remember when someone posted online that I follow and it was just like, hey guys who have done it, do you guys think Babe's Labyrinth is worth it? And it's just like, not really. The boss is neat, but otherwise, don't bother.
Alright, did you switch to your...
If he attacked at close range, he must be at his,
Yes, okay,
stack.
good! Perfect. Now we can wreck him.
Like, I appreciate a good super dungeon, but there's a point where I'm just like, this has just become a tedium, and I don't really care to interact with it. It's like similar with like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, especially any of their dungeons that are like 99 floors. It's like, I don't care. I appreciate the time and commitment to get good at them and to breeze through them with your experience, but I don't care, man. I just want to play the game.
Oh, so this is interesting. Apparently, Numora wanted to add Weiss as a secret boss since the FF7 original remake, but I guess they have to wait until then. Right now, then.
Everyone was like, no, stop it.
Numora?
I think that was like Nomura's like don't know if you'd call him an editor, but or like an assistant writer who's like, no, Nomura, no. Pulls out the water bottle.
Stop!
Right.
Stop it!
This isn't Kingdom Hearts.
And bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
I remember it's kind of like relevant timing because I was watching Gerard the Completionist's top 10 worst achievements video from earlier this year.
Yeah.
And like one of the worst ones that he brought up was the freaking I forget what it's specifically called, but it's more or less called the marathon achievement for Rock Band, which was play every single song in the entire game in a row without ever pausing the game.
Oh god.
Which is like 6 hours of songs.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And it's just like that's there's a knight down there, so be careful. And it's just like that just sounds like a miserable experience,
Like-
especially because like what if you need to do natural human things like eat or drink or go to the bathroom? Which is
Yeah.
no, but
All they want you to do is get good.
that's not even getting good. You just
Yeah, get good by making your body not function anymore.
I think Just Dance has a similar thing where they involve you like just dancing like the entire playlist, but it's just like I think that one at least has the restriction of like you can pause the game. Oh yeah, the freaking be number 1 on the multiplayer leaderboard. Yeah, no. I remember people complain about that back in the day before it became an outdated game that no one played anymore.
So can I just say I feel bad for Gerard because he still hasn't gotten that Gmod achievement.
Oh, I mean, who could?
Yeah.
Playing the game with Gary himself. Guess what? Gary has a life.
Just email Gary. Hey, so I'm just.
We need to do a completion this episode.
I can at least appreciate stuff like what Gearbox and Bungie did, which is it's more of like the hot potato, not so much hot potato, but the it's a pass type thing, street pass type thing, where it's like, oh, a bunch of people played with them, now you have the achievement. Now, if you play with someone who has the achievement, then you get the achievement. So it's more of the spreading effect rather than, no, you have to play with a dev. And it's like, well, what are the chances when the game stops being played?
Where is the dev?
I would be fine with a Near Replicant having some DLC-like weapons, which is just more Square Enix crossover stuff, like what Nier Automata did. Oof. Kind of close there. Florina, away!
Whoosh!
I think he can make it to Florina unless she uses her full move. Excuse me. So yeah, she can pass and then run, but yeah, no, she needs to absolutely run.
Okay.
I think the big question is like how much they plan to add to Replicant. It might be more than you think, because some of the lines of dialogue that were spoken in the trailer, the gameplay trailer that they showed. Also, there's another Draco Knight up there, so be careful.
I need to get my.
But yeah, because I think they might feed into some of the extended content from the novella that Yoko Taro did. So we might see actually just actual brand new content in Replicant, which would be interesting to see. I could just be misremembering stuff since my memory of the original Nier is not perfect. I still think the unfortunate thing about the crossover weapons in Nier Automata is that their neat visual effects only appeared if you had the weapons fully upgraded. Which, guess what? Upgrading weapons fully is pretty tedious in that game. Because, like with the crossover weapons, you have like a starting weapon that's present in Drakengard, in the Dragon Quest series. When you use it, not only do all chests you find turn into Dragon Quest chests, you also get Dragon Quest damage numbers. It's a really neat little feature. You also have the engine blade from FF15, which also uses FF15 effects and visual numbers. It's like, oh, that's cool. But they have to be fully maxed out level-wise, and I don't think you can reasonably do that unless you get to, like, the second playthrough. So it's just like, oh, well, most people don't get to appreciate it. Especially when there's better weapons than those. It's like, why would I use the neat weapon when I can use the weapon that gives me big number? I think Wolfbill has his best chance of doing.
Yep.
Yeah. Those personal weapons are pretty good.
It's gonna run out pretty soon at this point.
Yeah, well, that's what you get. Is your stuff fixed, Urban?
Are you alive?
I'm not sure what happened. You just your sound went crazy and then I heard nothing.
Strange, because it didn't seem like it happened to anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
but
nice. Alright, so Now that we've properly respect Paul. So yeah, no more enemy reinforcements should show up after these guys. Crazy doing a much better job of keeping track of the EXP gain necessary for the guidance chapter than I ever could.
Hmm?
And again, I'd never cared to do rank runs, so I'd never need to worry about that kind of stuff. Then again, I don't think the guidance chapter is entirely necessary. I forget, does the guidance chapter count for... Oh yeah, no, the guidance chapter I think does count for your ranking, unlike all of Hector's exclusive stuff. Not particularly, but it's appreciated. If we get the guiding chapter, we get the guiding chapter. If we don't, then we don't.
Yeah. We don't really care anymore.
Yeah, at this point, we just want to be done with it.
Yeah.
Hey, please.
Seems like we're good on the way, so no concerns.
Just gotta be slightly patient.
Okay.
I forget if I talked about it in this playthrough, but the funny thing with like Hector's unique chapters is that they don't count for the ranking. It's like it's a bit of like an oversight with like programming, where whenever they try to count all the chapters for the total that you have to do, all of Hector's just don't matter. They just don't appear. So they're basically free experience for your ranking, but they also are just adding extra turn to your ranking. So any time spent in the chapter is actually just like extra time being put onto your final ranking.
The double-edged sword.
At least in this game, the light sword is fine, but it's just hard to get a lot of use out of. Especially because I think it takes away your ability to crit at range. And I know someone mentioned it earlier, but yeah, the only other time you can get a magic sword in this game, except for maybe there's a situation where you can get a rune sword, which is basically a Nosferatu, but a sword. The only other one you get is the wind sword, which is only available if you have the double dash disc.
Good luck having that now.
These days, yeah. And it's just weird because it's kind of weird just how limited some of the items are in this game, because like magic swords were all over the place. Hell, even a lot of weapon types were for magic were pretty plentiful in FE6, and they just elected not to give it to you in this game. It's just like, that's weird. Because hell, there's Air Caliber in FE6, which is your anti-air spell. Nope. Your mages will never have effective damage against flyers. I mean, hell, that's what saves some of the mages in FE6 from being borderline garbage. It's just like, hey, we've got some good variety of spells you can use, and hey, man, you can use staves. You already have a great bit of utility. That's kind of the unfortunate thing with Cecilia, who is the Mage General after Pent. So when Pent retires, Cecilia becomes the new Mage General.
Yeah.
And her stats are not all that impressive on the surface. So everyone was just like, oh, she's a bad unit. She's a bad pre-promote. And not only are they wrong, but that kind of mindset fed into heroes. So when everyone is getting Cecilia, it's just like, here's Cecilia. And everyone's like, oh, she sucks. Like, no.
And then stuff happened, and now she's like one of the most used cavalry mages.
Yeah.
Mhm. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, no, crazy. Like when people start to really get into Fire Emblem games, they actually look at like the raw stats. They look less at the raw stats and more like, what can you do? Your weapon ranks. You're a magic user with like A's in your weapon ranks. Great, you have great utility. Like, I see you have a horse, therefore you're already pretty good. And also FE6, like being able to do magic chip damage is never not appreciated. So I think one of the worst things for Cecilia is that she gets she is the subject of a cutscene kill.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, here's the final boss, or one of the final bosses. He is going to get a critical hit on her. It's like, oh, this is unfortunate to showing for her. And then when you recruit her, it's in this very desert, and you have a horse unit in a desert. Guess what? It sucks.
Yeah.
So it's such a terrible way to show off how good of a unit she is. Like, the cards are very much against her favor. So the body ring increases someone's constitution, meaning that they don't get slowed down as much.
Nice.
In my draft run, I gave it to my Kana so he wouldn't get weighed down as much by his tomes.
Okay, so
Also, the final boss crit animation, as Crazy is talking about, pretty good. It's a pretty good crit animation. It's so extra.
Swing it right round, baby, right round.
Well, like, it's a staff that turns into a sword, which already looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's like the freaking switch weapons in Monster Hunter. So he does a lightning bolt that comes down to the weapon. It changes it into a sword. He raises it up, then he spins like 3 times, and then just smashes your face in. It's just like,
Yeah.
okay.
chill, buddy.
Overkill doesn't fucking begin.
I get it. I get it. You're a boss in many capacities. Just calm down.
God damn it!
No!
I thought you were out of range, Lucius. What the fuck? Well,
Is there a rewind?
Please. We'll take a rewind.
Today is a day.
and he just moves us out the entire. God damn it!
Oh boy.
Because that now fucks us over this entire last one.
Not to mention he's on a fortress, so he's gonna
Yeah, which
heal.
means he's gonna heal. He has better evasion. Oh, I did not think this chapter would be like this.
Why?
Once more with feeling.
Yeah, Pat,
No, there's not even a straw poll for that. He's on a fortress. We're not winning that one.
We'd have to bait him out and even then.
Then we're taking
Also,
more.
we actually care for Lucius as a unit, so.
yeah.
Oh my god! I want this chapter to just end, please.
I do not blame Pat. Just wanting to end up.
Alright.
Hey man, if you want to do some save states,
Yeah, we're gonna
Go.
we're gonna save state at this point, yeah. Because
anytime you hit a major milestone, yeah, just save state.
I think this is the best.
Well, so how has
Do we
work-
have even more to talk about?
I'm just
how's work going?
so done with this chapter.
Persona 5 Strikers, anyone get it?
Not me.
I've been seeing interactions with people.
My
They've
spending
been
is pretty
good.
high right now.
Oh no,
I'm
that's
trying to
just
work on my backlog right now, unfortunately.
oh god, I both love and hate my sister because she bought me Strikers, but now I have 4 Muso games to finish. I have 2 Fate Muso games. I have Age of Calamity, and now I have Strikers.
I'm definitely always fine to see what kind of fan service they do in the Persona spin-offs, but it's also never a big must play for me.
Yeah, it's like I'll get to them when I get to them. I know they're gonna be a time investment kind of deal, so you know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I pick up the arena games not only because I mean it's more fighting games to get into, and will always appreciate putting more time into that.
Yeah.
But I also somewhat appreciate what kind of interactions they have in. Well, the big thing with Persona Arena games for me is the fact that you have cast from Persona 3. That's so
Yeah,
much more interesting to me.
Them age stuff
Yeah.
is way more interesting.
like,
Where are you in your life?
And then everyone with Persona 5, if there's a fighting game, it's just like age up the Persona 4 cast now.
Yeah.
yeah.
And you will
Like,
look
I'm
the
always-
exact goddamn same. Watch it.
Like one of my favorite things that kind of made Yukari kind of a more favorite character of mine, ignoring the answer in every capacity, is the fact that she had to become a Sentai actress and her downtime. It also shows us growth of her character because it's like she's willing to be more goofy now because I mean you have to. How could you be a Sentai show and not be goofy?
You know, right?
Yeah.
I do like with the Mitsuru situation, which is everyone's just like, Mitsuru, what are you wearing during this? It's just like, shut up.
No, I love the fact too with Akihiko. He's just shirtless. It's like, Akihiko, you're wearing a shirt. Yes. And
For some reason, I feel like less people are staring at me than than people are staring at you, Mitsuru.
you know what? That might not be wrong though.
Yeah. Mega Master talking about how unfortunate the slow map speed is for the Radiance games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really painful.
Yeah, 3D Fire Emblem before the handhelds. Because Shadow Dragon actually goes decently fast when you're playing it. But yeah, no, they went super slow with their animations. Especially the fight animations, Christ. They have a great sense of weight. A little too much. I still think like one of the ones that takes the cake is FE4, which is more of just the virtue of the fact that we're fighting on a continent. There's a lot of enemies on the map. So everyone has to have their turn. And you can't skip them in any capacity. Which is why a lot of people not only elect to play on an emulator because obviously that's the only way people are going to play it in English these days, but also because it's like, oh boy, I do not have the time. Like, you better learn to love the map theme for the Radiant game, or not the Radiant, for the for Genealogy, because you're gonna be listening to it for a while.
Yeah.
No,
Nope.
Pat.
No, god damn it.
Uh-oh.
This is the chapter that never ends. It goes on.
Oh.
I hate sand. It's course it gets everywhere.
I think this
Oh,
is our
no.
only. Is this our only desert chapter?
Please, for the love of God. I don't want to ever see sand again in my
No,
life.
Mega Master, the music is absolutely awesome, but man, even good music, you get kind of tired of listening to it a while when you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs.
Yeah, this is a desert chapter, all right.
I took the wrong one. Now I'm just getting. Now I'm getting flustered at this point.
Okay.
I think it's like if we do one more reason, I think Pratt should just.
I think we're just gonna mulligan this entire stream at this point. My God.
Yeah.
You know what? Fucking have Pence nuke the entire desert.
Fuck
I don't care anymore.
Uh,
We want the items though. Like the
yeah.
guided chapter is a second priority compared to the items because we want to grab all that.
Yeah.
Since Nomura
Yeah, the
is
swamp chapters are worse because then you have the poison, and while it's not like the worst thing ever, it just slows it down even more. Which is another thing that Celica unfortunately has it really bad in
Okay, they're not
Echoes.
paying
Well, in
attention.
just guided chapters. Like, not only does she have a shit ton of deserts, she also has swamps, which are deserts but worse. And everyone's just like,
Why?
this is why Celica gets a bad rap.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I've heard. Like, I was still at like the beginning of the Act 2, but it's just like I've heard Celicas are just the worst. I'm just like, oh, this. Oh no, no,
It's
no.
really
Actually,
shafted in terms of maps, and like Alm doesn't have great maps either. Like he has a lot of forest maps that take a lot of time to get through, but at least they're not swamps and deserts. At least people generally have a consistent move range. I can't even remember who's gotten what level ups this time around. Yeah, I do think one of the neat things that Gaiden and Echoes had is the ability to kill bosses that you're not allowed to kill and getting rewarded for it. There's incredibly contrived in how they explain away the fact that you didn't actually kill the boss, but at least there's a neat way of like, no, if you're good enough and you're willing to try, you can absolutely win this impossible odds and get cool shit out of it. In the Alm's case, you get to like the end of the first chapter. You get to you have two bosses you have to kill. You have the actual boss you're allowed to kill, and then you have the boss that you're not allowed to kill. The boss you're not allowed to kill has a Draco shield, which gives him like near invulnerability. Except you can except that game treats too high of a defense stat as you will take chip damage the entirety. So instead of the no damage, you get 1 damage. So, if you're really dedicated to your craft, you lock in that boss, keep distracting the one you're supposed to kill, and you just keep pelting the motherfucker with magic and long-range stuff, and just wearing him down until you kill him.
Pelts, motherfucker.
If you successfully do it, which I actually did in my hard mode playthrough of Shadow of Echoes, you get a free Draco shield, which gives you the ultimate defense. And the justification is like, oh, the boss had a body double the entire time, and he was a very good actor. Until he died.
You killed him! How dare you?
Yeah. Draco Shield is absolutely ridiculous in that game. The only downside is you don't have speed, but if you're the tankiest tank that ever has tanked, then like you're not going to complain. And in Celica's route, near the end of her, I think chapter 4 or 5, I think it's 5, you get to a boss that you're not allowed to kill yet. And if you can figure out how to get past his gimmick, and you beat out the in-game timer, then you can also get a Draco Shield for him. But his excuse is, I made a clone, and you killed the clone because... And you know, it makes a bit more sense that I conveniently had a body double this entire time. Like, I'm more willing to believe magic than I conveniently trained this guy to be a really good actor and to do all this taunting in my stead, in case you happen to kill him. It's goofy, but I appreciate it.
Goofy
And the
fire.
body double was there in the original Gaiden, actually, so that's been a long-standing tradition. Kago, when he was writing that game, was like, so what if they kill the boss? He's like, body double.
Body double. Yeah.
It's brilliant.
They have stuffed doubles even to the medieval ages.
I wouldn't be surprised in some capacity. Like, realistically, the more things change in reality, the more you think they change, the less they actually do.
So, we got some interesting news regarding FE7 Part 2.
Oh, Fire Emblem?
You mean
FF,
FF7.
Final Fantasy. You said FE. Yeah. Anyway.
It happens all the time.
Anyway,
It's
continue
understandable.
on.
Yeah, apparently, since Nomura is in charge of many different projects, he's stepping down, and Hamaguchi is going to be the creative director for the series from here on out.
Oh. Alright.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, is he the 14 guy? I forget. I'm not as familiar with, the... Like... What's it call it? With...
The other directors of
yeah,
Square.
with a lot of the other Square people, because Nomura's been, like, the thing for everything as of late.
Did you steal it?
Not yet, but I'm one
You're
of him.
gonna bait him out.
I'm gonna bait him out.
Okay.
Here, let me just send the link on that. Yeah.
The big thing we'll see with his move is what happens after you move Oswin. Save state now.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, Crazy brings up that because of the Thebes Labyrinth in Echoes, you can actually get more Draco shields, which is neat.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think one of my least favorite, or one of the things I hate the most in Echoes, not in Echoes, and Gaiden in general, is they have items that have a drop rate of point something number percent. Completely optional, and so like you never have to expect to get them, but the fact that they exist means that people want it. And it's annoying that it is the most crap of crapshoots to do to try and get them. Yeah, they're the swords that have the skills Luna, Soul, and Astra, and it's just like, these are some really cool weapons that no one will ever use. And like, it makes a playthrough with them really cool, and it's really rad, but it's stupid, and you shouldn't do it. If you put something in the game with the vague attempt that someone should get it, and maybe allow them to somewhat consistently get it.
Yeah. Ah!
God damn it.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, yeah, he's safe state.
How bad are we looking?
Uh,
Ninian can dance Hector.
Okay.
okay.
No,
Then
don't move Oswin at all. Keep him there.
Yeah. Yeah. Quaff
We
of
were
honor.
doing- We were doing so well in the beginning.
Just
Then
admit-
Hector had to die from the boss had to crit Hector.
It's a good thing we agreed to use safe states from this
Yeah.
I
point.
don't care. I don't care anymore. Fuck this chapter.
Yes, Sky Knight. Intelligent System did add DLC after the fact to help add those weapons to a more convenient accessibility. Which kind of just shows how the original mindset was. Also, yeah, the DLC costing as much as it did was a bit excessive. Like, there's some neat DLC in there, but I don't think it should have costed as much as it did. Then again, DLC that's like nearly the same price as the game itself, I don't think is a good practice in general.
No.
Unless like they add so much more to the game that it kind of validates that kind of a purchase, which rarely ever does. I don't think there's ever a reason to really do that. And then you have DOA, which is a whole other fucking situation.
Yeah.
This game is the DLC, and it's just like, as if people didn't respect this game enough in other capacities.
Yeah.
I remember I did buy a lot of I think I bought most, if not all, the DLC for Fates, and that's because I was really enjoying playing the game, so I was willing to shell out more for it, but like, man, there's still quite a lot of money that went into it.
Yeah.
The 3DS Fire Emblem DLC doesn't.
I didn't do much of DLC for the 3DS
With
game.
the exception of the final paralogue that you can get with Fates, I don't think I ever replayed any of the DLC chapters. And the reason I would redo the final mission is, one, because I actually enjoyed playing it, and two, you get rewarded with close counter.
If no one dies.
Yeah, if you successfully beat it without anyone dying. Which means on lunatic modes, I'm making sure every archer that I ever plan on using is having that fucking skill.
Oh my god, will you not? Can you please use your regular axe?
I think Hector has. I think Oswin has to have a hand axe to bait him into it.
Okay.
Yeah, point blank. Thank you.
I don't like how some of Echo's DLC is, mostly the fact that they lock supports out through DLC maps.
There's some lock supports.
I will
It's not-
say,
I also think some of the maps aren't entirely well designed.
Yeah,
Some of them
especially
feel much more like puzzles than anything, and I don't care.
yeah,
for that
and
with
I
Fire Emblem.
find the support thing, especially since Echoes probably has very little support, so you're just locking out more interactions from characters, which would be nice.
Mhm.
But man, can I just say I'm also disappointed we never got the Bates DLC with the parents and chapters, because like there were so many good translations of like they really go into it depending who marries who. So like
Yeah.
Makes them actually feel like they kind of matter outside of making your optimal child soldiers.
so like I think I'm trying to like remember a good one, but it's like it's been
I
so
remember
long.
there were some interesting ones with Camilla, where like a lot of like Camilla's children would like inherit her more like sociopathic tendencies, and then Camilla's like looking at us like, oh fuck. I think I might be a poor influence on my kid. I should probably think about this a bit more.
I shall ponder. I shall reflect on this.
I think with Selena, so the kids end up becoming a bit like her.
Hmm.
Like I can remember a long time ago there was like a big Tumblr post that tried to like translate them all.
Yeah, I remember. I think I still have that saved somewhere on one of my browsers.
Yeah, yeah, they translated some of them, so that's interesting.
I
Maybe
know.
if we get
I never took like the
dedicated
full
enough.
dive to read them all.
There we go. Finally.
Mm-hmm. Watch this mage murder Oswin now.
Oh.
No, he's going after Nini. Nini can take a magic hit.
I'm sorry, man.
I just let you can take a magic.
Stefan, after like 5 or 6 resets, can you blame me for being scared?
Oh no, that's fine. Also, it's probably save state.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the range of that Draco Knight looking? Well, not the Draco Knight. What's Paul behind him? What can Paul get to? So Paul, yeah, if someone attacks the Draco Knight at range, they should be fine. Because that
Well,
Draco Knight
first
could
we
cause
gotta
some
take care
problems.
of Jezin. That's a turn.
Yeah. So yeah, let's steal his shit. Also, yeah, Mega Master pointing out like most Fate's kids hates their parents for valid reasons. Like, yeah. I'm just gonna leave you in this convenient alternate reality where you'll grow up faster and never see me again. Bye.
Yeah, you know what? Let me see. Curious.
Okay, that's done.
I do appreciate that where Ryoma's kid was like, I'm gonna learn lances because fuck you, Dad.
He emergency learned lances just so he can get the weapon triangle advantage.
Unfortunately for him, his dad is Ryoma, so Ryoma doesn't care.
Yeah, fucking goddamn Ryoma.
Yeah, I think if I remember, I forget what Xander's son's name is. I know it's Steve
Shiro.
something. No.
No.
Xander.
Sigbert.
Sigbert.
Yeah, Sigbert.
He basically named it after a sword.
Sigbert has like the more stereotypical inferiority complex compared to his dad, which is actually kind of accurate because he's just Xander but without the awesome weapon. So you know.
Let's see.
Thank God he done double.
God, I totally forgot that Rajat was a fucking child character. So it just looks so weird, like looking at the list and seeing like Felicia and Rajat or Kagura, which I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, oh right, mom.
Well, I mean, yeah, Mega Master, because the whole plot of the Heirs of Fate is most of the dads are dead. So, you know, something's got to happen with their weapons. But yeah, and then I mean, Sigbert is basically like a lot of them are like stand-ins for what their dads would be for the DLC, which just shows more of why the fact that the name is called Heirs of Fate, that they are inheriting a lot of the problems that their dads left behind. Right?
Yep.
Hector, stay the fuck away from Paul.
Stay away.
You are the problem, Hector. Hector, you're awesome when you're fighting someone that's like a jobber. You're not so awesome when you're fighting an actual threat. It's a shame this game doesn't have the keep an enemy's range on screen function.
Yeah.
Because at this point, we would love to see it.
Yeah. So I was just looking up one of them, the not Darja and Felicia. Oh, I cursed you so you can be even more clumsier, so I can actually be the avatar's name.
Oh.
Nah, I forget.
3DS era Fire Emblem is interesting.
It is.
Okay, so I already got that one.
Let's see.
My recent playthrough was Hector mode, so Hector didn't get to max out a lot of stuff. Is my answer too crazy for people not reading the chat there at home?
Okay, that's both from the same.
It's water. I'm talking too much. And yeah, we have been stuck on this single chapter for 2 hours.
Oh my god.
At the very least, Pat, you won't ever have to know the pain of this on Hector hard mode, which is also a fucking sandstorm chapter, so you have fog of war.
Oh.
Ends up just walking into Jasmine's range without knowing.
Don't.
Yeah, that's like the worst part of it. It's just like, hey, there's a boss. Oh shit, there's a boss. I think Fog of War is novel, but I will never praise it in any capacity on a personal level. The fact that the default version of this map in FE6 is also Fog of War Desert with low move, and it's just like, fucking kill me. I don't like it. And it's worse in FE6 because there's a shit ton of Wyvern Riders you have to worry about. Some of them are promoted. Which, I mean, it always makes sense in FE6 because you're at war with Burns, and Burn, of course, they're going to use their Wyvern Knights. Why wouldn't they use their Wyvern Knights? Fog of War is like that weird staple that, like, Japan never figures out that they...
No one likes it.
Like, I will like give some credit, like people, it's like some people probably find the challenge somewhat entertaining if they're just that good, but I don't think that's the majority of players. I mean, Therikia is a whole another fucking level. By the virtue or the discredit that it was the first one to do it.
Over here near heal up.
I'd appreciate Fog of War more if the enemies were also fighting against it.
Yeah, but they're not. It's just clearly one against you kind of deal.
It's just another handicap that you have to deal with, and I just don't find it fun to work around. I think the weirdest thing about it is, like, it's a way to, like, maintain the novelty of going into a chapter blind, pun somewhat intended, And it's just like looking at this, like, because the first time you play this a new chapter in a Fire Emblem game, you're not going to know what's going to happen, and that's where some of the difficulty is. But once you've played it enough times, if you have the patience to keep playing RPG enough times in a row to get it memorized, then the Fog of War adds a bit more of the novelty of like, oh, I'm not quite sure what's going to happen now. But I don't find it particularly fun.
Yeah. Okay. Save state.
Yes.
Okay, so let's figure out the best way to approach it. Do I have Oswin? Do I have Oswin bait him out? Would that be the best thing to do?
Osmond could probably handle a crit better than anyone else.
Yeah, so... And then...
He's assuredly gonna probably get doubled since killer weapons are pretty light. You could, if Ninian could have made the distance, she could have given a Ninian's grace, or.
Yeah, no, she can't. I'll put her.
It's fine. Well, Lynn has the triangle advantage and was less likely to get hit, but the problem is if she gets hit, she's gonna get hit.
Yeah.
And there's just more, and that's just another level of RNG that we're not sure we want to deal with.
Okay.
She likely has a decent shot at it. Like.
Good.
Oh, yeah. Didn't get doubled. Nice. It's the biggest thing with Lynn, which is also why she's often like pretty discredited on a lot of like hard mode tier lists, or at least recommended unit lists, is mostly because she relies so much more on an avoid stat than her defense stat. And if you get some good avoid going on, that's really nice. But it's that uncertainty factor that not a lot of people want to put the bets onto, which is why she gets ranked lower. Because when things don't go well for Lynn, they go horrible for Lynn.
Yeah, as we've shown before.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, we got super lucky with all that stuff happening that one chapter.
And I think Lynn can now go in and seal it all. Still not enough.
That will guarantee a kill, but it won't be a one hit.
That's the thing.
As long as she doesn't get hit, but the chance is there.
Yeah.
Actually, hold up. Just
to do it on the right person, yeah.
To be safe. Come on,
yeah,
Lynn. And the nightmare, come on.
And the nightmare.
Yes! Oh!
Yes.
Finally over. Safe state now. In case something else goes wrong.
His computer just blows up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love how the priority was to get rid of the get rid of this guy so we can deal the other guy safely, and then he crits.
Well, crazy DK, I was worried about the crit because that would just end it right there. That's why I put the defense on.
Didn't need it in the end, but we didn't know it was going to happen because we aren't looking at the RNG roller mod that people created.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but basically, if someone crits, it's a guaranteed hit.
Well, no, yeah, well, because it rolls first a hit and then it will roll the crit after that.
Okay.
Yes. Like, a crit isn't gonna matter if they're not gonna hit, so
yeah.
Like...
I could have sworn one time I've seen like a crit miss. That just might be my imagination.
Oh, we did get it!
Yep.
Woo!
We're not gonna do it this stream, but...
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
There's more sand!
Oh, yeah, Crazy brings up a good point that Selena in, I don't know if it's Awakening or Fates. I guess it must be
Thanks.
Fates, yeah, because of that name. But she has a personal skill that if the unit before her gets a crit, she will get a crit. But that doesn't guarantee that she will hit because hers roll is a different type of RNG for it.
Ah, that might be the case. Why then?
Yeah, crazy. Fates and Awakening blends together a lot of stuff for me, especially when we're talking about characters that appear in both for stupid reasons. So,
These
my
guys
apologies
legit
for any
waffle
inaccuracies
through
there.
So
the stand.
I took a screenshot of just my God, there's sand everywhere kind of thing from Hector, and I'm posting that's a fucking stream in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Of
Hey, look at that color palette.
Oh God.
Also, we fell into a trap hole conveniently. A trap hole that we could only have walked on because we got enough experience to make Hector fat enough to fall through.
Despite the
Wait,
fact
is
he ran into the back and didn't fight at all. Our entire army fell down here.
They're
Conveniently.
like, oh, where's
That was a
everybody
hell
else?
of a trap hole.
No, this is like Hector's gone. Where's Hector? Oh, we fell. Oh, where's Lynn? Oh, they just come back down one by one.
I'll save you. No, I'll save you. No, I'll save you.
Guys,
Yeah, I'm
guys,
just
guys.
gonna go in.
We're gonna lose our entire army at this rate.
Also, Hawkeye and Pent are aware of what a magic seal is.
Magic.
Pent's probably one of my favorite characters in this game.
Yep.
He's a rad dude. I appreciate older characters these days.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember hearing about this site.
Is this an infamous one,
This
or?
map isn't. It's not terrible.
I think it's
actually
Hector
interesting
Hard Mode.
Hector
I
Hard
think it's
Mode has some dumb stuff going on, but then again, that's Hector Hard Mode in general.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
So, yeah, and Hawkeye is a mandatory deploy here, which is fine because Hawkeye's a good unit.
I'm just seeing what we got for next time. Okay, so we're ending stream now. Oh my God.
It's not sand.
This
Yeah.
game, yeah, this chapter is basically Fight Club. Also, Kishuna's back, but he's not really much of an element this time. So yeah, you have to make your way through each of these individual rooms that each have a pretty decently buff enemy, and you just make your way to the center of the map.
Not too much to steal from this one, admittedly.
There's some chests around, but yeah, not a lot of unit stealing to do.
Okay, well.
You'll still want a thief, obviously, to open doors for convenience sake, but yeah.
I did not think that one was gonna take the entire stream for that. My
Yeah,
God.
no, I did not think I did not
We
think we
did-
would get that unlucky and that much
Yeah,
negligence.
that's
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I hate sand needs to be the raid hashtag of tonight.
Yeah.
Alright, let me get it.
I see, Frozen Traveler is, doing some Xenoblade too. Let's go raid him.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, someone makes a
Guys,
good point.
Hmm?
Yeah,
What's up?
I think you read the same message as well, Stefan. That bolting he might steal.
No, you can't steal that.
Oh,
There's a
damn.
discussion going on about like stealing weapons, and that's not that's only in FE5, I think, because you literally like capture a unit, because that's what introduced the capture command. You capture a unit, you can steal all the stuff in their inventory, then you can just throw them away. You become a prisoner of war, we steal your stuff, and then alright, you're free to go. Unfortunately, enemies can do that to your units too,
Oh,
which is what is actually terrifying.
alright. Go get Frozen Traveler, oh my God. I'm gonna record my script of the night and then I'm going to bed, because my
That's
God.
understandable.
Understandable.
Have a good night, everyone.
Oh, wow.